Ruborian desert.
Watch the sand. It gets in all your crevices. Jewel must have a hideout around here. Oh!
Water ones. A bit of cash that we have no use for. I think I'm going to start spending my money. I'll buy a tower upgrade. I'll save some cash in case we have any money use for it. Money is something we can always get more of. What is that? Living thing.
Be wary, Master. No doubt that guard will alert his friends.
No doubt. Holy shit, they have range attacks. You've encountered these guys before.
You choose all. Reds. All. Reds. You choose all.
Nice armor pieces. They're very nice.
These beasts are extremely tough, Dark One. Avoidance is the best tactic. Prolonged motion on the sand seems to agitate them.
That's extra mana. Prolonged movement, but that doesn't mean that we can't move a little bit. How would you get access to something like that? Right. How little is a little bit? Feels this is a very risky area of experimentation. I don't see any other things I could in any way use, so I doubt I can use all of any distractions.
Yes, master. Yes.
Who wants to be a
Blues.
decoy?
Greens. Reds.
I sort of hate the reds the most.
Okay. Big group. Here I am.
And I sent them one there, let's say.
Blues.
Oh, I'm at half health.
Oh, greens.
I don't think standard fighting is in any way sensible here. I'm gonna try with two groups now.
Reds. Blue. Yes, master. Reds.
What do I want?
Blues.
I want you to just...
Reds. Yes. Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Where the fuck are you taking it? Get out of the stand, you pieces of shit! No, no, no. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed. I'm not sending browns and greens there though. I mean, they had an easy path out of the sand, but they just don't take it. Clear lack of self-preservation annoys from time to time. It's part of the game, so it is what it is. Fire energy is something I don't give a shit about, so this is great for us. We can use them to get the item away from the sand. Okay. I doubt we need more than a couple guys anymore. A single guy running in the sand is probably just as good as a 10. So...
Brown, greens, browns.
Right. Red team gets to do it. There might be a way to kill the worm, but for I don't see a effective way to use the minions to do it. Not in direct combat. I have no real interest in trying to keep throwing them at the creature. There's a lot of loot here you could take though. So either there's a very reliable way to distract it, or you can move in the desert. I am not protected from it though, so I don't want to throw my own life away.
Reds!
Okay, in theory 4 should do.
Regroup!
Well, the worm doesn't seem to come further. Or there are multiple worms. I think there are multiple worms in different areas and they're only protecting their own ass. Okay. Another tactical consideration to think about. So something new.
Your mana has been increased.
Hey, what the fuck are you people doing? Did I give order to attack there? No, I did not. We have a couple of orders to break a few things here. I suppose it's a consequence of sending too many people to do a simple job. The rest of them just go wherever. Yeah, again.
For you!
Am I supposed to go into the sands and actually travel there for lengthy distances? Because it sort of seems like I need to go to the sand and travel lengthy distances. Just taking another look to make sure I'm not misunderstanding my options here. Because those worms are massively more dangerous than anything else, so if we have other options, I'd like to take the other options. Also, it might be worthwhile to not actually go with minions. Can I send these guys along?
I wish my old bones were as tough as these, sire. You'll need something with a little more kick to break through them.
But there's a way to break through them. Maybe I don't have it yet, so it could be the game's way of basically telling me go somewhere else. But there aren't that many other places I can go to. We could. There would be Abyss planes, which would be expansion content again, so this cannot rely on them. Any chance you can go descend? This more or less looks like a dead end. Right, we need to go there, the other side. Not sure what's a good way to do this. Yeah, I'm dead. I thought that maybe if you would stand still, and they're all dead. Literally all dead. And so am I. Well, that was the worst thing ever. If there's any opposition here, I'm pretty much guaranteed to die.
Plaster bags! Oh, careful, Master. They're powerful. The clue's in the name.
Yeah, no shit, but I don't really have anything to use. Sanctuary, I suppose. Still, that was enough. Won't get much worse than that. And our equipment is absolute garbage now. So our effectiveness is a fraction of what it was before. Okay, look, blast box looks like they're going to, well, blast off if I do anything to them. I just bypass them now for now.
It's the bug's breeding grounds.
Okay, the effectiveness of the creatures is rapidly rising. We can probably use the box to break the bones. Yeah, we can definitely move eggs around, so that's one thing we can do. I think I would like to sacrifice a minion or two. Okay, let's test this little theory. What exactly happens? Nothing. You're just in that particular location. Now it's running out. Yeah, how the fuck do you work? They explode after you hit. So they're bombs of a sort.
Make sure you keep your minions away from the blast radius.
I'm assuming we're gonna get infinite amount of these bastards. Yeah. Combat-wise, they're not that dangerous. Ah, okay. A little bit of chance of recovery.
Oh!
What else? We'll have to be careful who we want to lure there.
Browns.
That's our target.
You and you, over there. You two stay here. Why fight when you can pay others to do it for you? Everyone has a price.
Yeah, she
Girls
can
these
just jump over
days.
them.
No glamour, no poise. It's so sad.
Right. Ignore the bugs. Alright. All the other things we can explode. Hmm. What happens if I drop one of those eggs on the sand? I need to actually see it.
That must hurt. That must hurt. Splendid, sire. That's evil thinking. Another mouthful like that, and there'll be nothing but pretty sand patterns.
Well, well, well. 3 sand patterns it is. Revenge, motherfucker. Is it truly gone? No shaking of the ground anymore. Um,
Here I am!
there's another one there. But they seem to have static areas that they defend.
For the Overlord!
If we go further into the desert, there's another worm there, but if we just want to move around here, we should be perfectly safe. Possibly. Right, the shaking of the ground should be a clear indication. Any eggs around here? I don't see any. Right, too far away. There might be places you can go there. But all I see is treasure, so unless you have a actual better way to taking down the worms, I'm not going to try to push it. I don't see how it could possibly be worth my time. That said, it's not exactly totally out of our reach. Just pointing that out, but it would be a tough thing to try to get it all the way up there. It lasts for a long time though, so it's not impossible. Um, is this the best place to do it though? It's worth at least a shot, see how demanding of a job it is. It might be less demanding than I'm thinking. So very much doable. What is that? There's the thing about, yeah, that's where we came in. Just need one. Problem is the location. Where could I recently be able to direct all this? I have to move no matter what I do a little bit. Yeah, doesn't see anything particularly too demanding of this. It's hard to move and control things at the same time, but it's by no means impossible. Very inconvenient, but two inconvenient attempts and we can loot the entire place, so I'll take it. Number 2. There could be more here, I suppose. Treasure is only gold. One thing I don't really have a use for. Looks like there could be another one there. This is me thinking the sandstorms are an indication where the worms are. This would be stretching things a little bit. I sort of want to do it anyway. So, I think this is still the best choice. No matter where we take it, we don't have a huge amount of time to get things done. Have to go direct. Oh fuck. I should have just left it alone. I didn't think it would switch targets. Still, it might be worthwhile to get the blast bug to jump out before we do anything anyway. That way we won't waste quite so much time in this. Yeah, it's still doable. Barely, but it's still doable. I'm hoping the worms won't respawn basically if we come back here, so we have lootable areas here on demand. Are you gonna pop up or not? There. Run. As long as we maintain visual contact, we'll be fine. Huge success. And we'll get a little bit of gold as a reward. Still, this is fairly early on the stage, so if we ever need gold, this is the best place to come and redo constantly. But it's just gold. Slightly interesting, but that's all. I suppose good experience for us. We know how to do this thing now.
Blue rounds.
I don't recall if there were any passages here that we could have made progress with. No. Right, so it's the assassins. Don't go near those things. probably use the closer one.
That must hurt. That must hurt. Ouch! You choose all. Blues! All!
Ah, shit.
Blues! Browns!
Okay, is that it? And we need to follow her constantly. Explode further barricades, follow.
You choose all.
This is the start. Ah, right, so the entire purpose of that was to just get better access.
Brown. Greens. Blues.
It acts the bombs. I'm not sure if we need all that many reinforcements here. Isn't all that much we can do. This is more of a trickery level than it is pure fighting level.
Oh, yes. Choose all.
So what now? That's where we need to go, but for the other locations with the globe, and there's quite a bit of range on these things, so I don't think so. So what's next then?
I have a suggestion, sire. When you find a jewel, don't kill her.
What?
That little flibberty gibbet knows much of these lands. Capture her, and I think I can persuade her to be a little more talkative.
Right. So it's the same shit all over again.
Browns. Regroup.
Single brown is the best choice. They're fairly sturdy, so if they take a few hits, that's not really a problem. Okay.
That must hurt. That must hurt. That must hurt. Ouch. That must hurt. Ouch.
Right. So we're just gonna have to repeat the same thing a billion times to get any progress in this game. Fair enough.
All.
Is that it? How many of these worms do I have to kill to make any progress?
Master, you must keep moving.
I'm pretty sure there's no real hurry. Game might want to push me forward, but there's no practical reason why I should do it. Oh fuck. Okay.
Oh, new sheepies. It's so nice to see new places, meet new people, and kill them.
I have to be a little bit careful here. When they pop up, they're usually not satisfied in just killing one thing. Anyone in even remotely in the area is kind of crushed. Okay, this is gonna get complicated. That's extra health bar, so it's not something I can just ignore. But at the same time, this is not a good place to deal with this
An
crap.
object. I like objects.
Let it be for now. We just have to hope that the pathway out of here is somewhat sensible. Might as well loot the place first. Decent percentages again. 271.
Blues.
You're the worthless one,
Choose
so
all.
right. Which path are you gonna take with the thing? Are you gonna go under the sand, of course. Okay, better than I expected. I think I'll actually just deliver this and leave things there. We can come back and get a full group going. So we don't lose anything, but I get to make a save, so I don't get any progress if things go shit. Being full life and mana isn't
Your
exactly a
health has
negative though.
increased.
Capture jewel, find the thieves' hideout. Right, so back in the desert. This also gives us a good idea of what gets replenished if we exit the game. I hope it's not the worms. I really hope, because that means there's a huge incentive for me to never quit the game while I are at this state. Any happenings here?
Salutations.
Yeah. I want to buy things. There's no use for money. I doubt I'll make unique item pieces. I'm fairly happy with the equipment here. I want to get rid of some of the money. See if there's a consequence to spending the money. I mean, upgrading tower rather. Could be just customization. Black marble. Yeah, sure, why not?
An excellent choice, darling.
But yeah, because the options are getting removed. They're just not something you switch back and forth. I'd like the serpents rather than the skulls. Skulls is sort of undead thing for me. Serpent could be almost anything.
That'll show those dirty peasants who's boss around here.
Yeah, that's without doubt what they're thinking. Okay, some of these are things I can change, but not all.
Now don't forget to buy a few things for your mistress.
Okay, how do I even buy things for you anyway? Dogs of Hell, obsidian spikes, chandeliers.
Oh, you dark romantic fool.
Drapes, gotta have drapes. Ladies
Oh, you
like
dark
drapes.
romantic fool.
Yeah, parlor table sounds like something she would
For
enjoy.
little me?
Ah, banquet hall, without a doubt.
Oh, you remembered me, sire.
Crater Fang top.
I don't care what they say. What you look like on the outside is everything, Lord.
Spikes. Spikes are
An
always good.
excellent choice, darling.
Anything new? Throne of Darkness? Gotta have Throne of Darkness.
I hope you don't expect me to clean that.
Skull Fire Bow? Sure.
I've always wanted one of those.
Not sure what it is. Buttress Fang spikes. Gotta have spikes.
Now, what good is that to me?
I have no idea, but more spikes the better apparently. We can choose some sort of statues. Dogs of Hell, maybe?
I've always wanted one of those.
I'm sure you have. Yeah, the statues seem to be a
What's
one...
the fun in having gold if you don't spend
Yeah,
it?
my thoughts exactly. Ancient statues? Sure, why not?
For little me?
Greater Thorn of Darkness, okay. Grand... Golden! Okay, now it's getting even more
An
expensive.
excellent choice, darling.
What's the point of this, though?
What's the fun in having gold if you don't spend it?
Yeah,
An excellent choice, darling. What's the fun in having gold if you don't spend it?
we can choose banners, but that's about it. Maybe... Are they in different places?
That'll show those dirty peasants who's
I
boss
think
around
I can
here.
switch them as I see fit. Now they just don't... No. More or less switch between the skull and serpent.
That'll show those dirty peasants who's boss around here.
Okay, we have a fully upgraded citadel as far
Mistress
as I can see.
Velvet requests the pleasure of your company in your private quarters, sire.
Okay. So that's their reward for doing this? Just wasting all my money on this? This is the banquet hall, I guess.
I'm going to have to get a white dress if you keep this up. On one of those pointy princess hats.
Master? Let me see! Stop pushing!
There you are, my darling. Now, the first thing we have to do is get you out of that heavy armor.
Nice!
Oh, sire.
Yeah, there's a worm searching somewhere.
Well, that was a surprise. I think you're undercompensating, Master.
Was there some kind of point to that, or is it Just to make you feel a little bit better about wasting the money. Not that it matters. So that's the difference maker. You get to bone your little lady. I wonder if that has an actual consequence of some sort.
Wielder of the Paladin Mop!